Alright, how y'all doing? I would like to make a noise complaint. What? Not a noise complaint. I would like to maybe talk about how a noisy environment affects mood. Do you hear this? I would imagine right now relatively quiet, with the exception of maybe a NAS going and a laptop fan in the background. This is heavenly, and during summer holidays, school holidays, some other times, it doesn't happen. But it's not because of anything going on in my house. This is not how I expected today to go, but I had some cool stuff planned. I wanted to get some bits done, get them delivered, and just be like, yeah man, we're coasting on easy street. But I was given the opportunity to just have a bit of downtime, just have a bit of peace and quiet. My wife decided she was going to take my boys to Bewilderwood. Bewilderwood is like out of town. And so her and mum gathered the boys to Bewilderwood they went, which I have to give my wife huge props because she's not feeling very well today. But she did it anyway. And I was like, cool, I've got peace and I've got quiet. No, not at all. Living in a loud environment can be soul-crushing. It can be miserable, especially when it's not your own noise. Absolutely soul-crushing. I don't want to go too hardcore specific. I live in a mid-terrace house. Really thin walls. You can practically hear my neighbours chewing their breakfasts, or you could practically hear them taking a dump. I'm not kidding you. I have had phone calls where I've had complaints about noise. I've live streamed before. I like live streaming. It involves audio. I like audio. Audio is one of my hobbies. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. I have done since I was a child. It involves, live streaming involves audio, running a microphone. I have had complaints about shouting, screaming, smashing, all sorts. I got kickback one time when I said, hey yo, that's nothing to do with me. Not my kids. Whoa, that's not a very cool thing to say. I said, no, literally, they are not my children. The noise is not in my house. That'd be my neighbours. And people are like, whoa, really? That sounds like it's coming from inside your house. Yes, I know. I live here. And yesterday was a nightmare. Just noise. Today, it continued. It was quiet, and then almost as if like clockwork, everyone leaves the house and slamming, thudding, shouting, foul language. I was just like, for fuck's sake, really? I was live at one point. My microphone is sensitive enough to pick up what is being said, and one of the neighbour's kids started dropping N-bombs. I was like, off. I wouldn't mind if, I don't know, my kids are rocking about playing, TF2, Fortnite, VR chat, whatever, and they are screaming at the top of their lungs. Anything you do in this house can be heard throughout the house. If you're in the garden, you can be heard upstairs and out the front. If you're at the front, you can still be partially heard in here. There is no real trap for noise unless you like shut every single door, every single window, and then kind of isolate yourself somewhere with padding and stuff, right? It is brutal. If my children are making noise, fine. My neighbours will say that I'm loud too, and I'll agree to a point, but I don't want this to be a slagging off my neighbours thing, but just the only way I was able to happily move around my house without grinding my teeth with frustration, a pair of noise cancelling headphones. I should not have to wear noise cancelling headphones in my house to get peace and quiet, or I shouldn't have to stay up until 0:00 at night or 0:00 in the morning to get peace and quiet. Because I guarantee you, if I were to fire up a call right now, start talking to one of my mates, or I don't know, jump into a random game, we're playing some League, or some Counter-Strike, or Overwatch, or whatever, Valorant, I guarantee if I get even remotely heated, I will get complaints. No questions asked. I've been blamed for keeping people awake when I've had nothing to do with it. Like, I wonder, actually, let me just check. I wonder if they're awake now. Holy crap. Looks like they might actually be asleep. So I will do my best to be quiet and not disturb anyone. I do make noise. My family does make noise. We can be a bit of a disturbance from time to time, but living in an environment that is loud beyond your control is just miserable. When all you want to do is just maybe sit and think. You can't. When I get on a phone call and people go, fucking hell, what's all that noise? I go, yeah, that's not here. My neighbours end up like coming through on phone calls. And so you can practically hear people chewing their fucking breakfast. It is miserable at times. Absolutely miserable. They can be alright people. They're alright people. It's fucking loud. So much actually to the point that my two boys don't even want to be here. Because here's the trick. My two, if they're doing something in game or whatever, they'll put headphones on. They've got headphones. They just put headphones on. I mean, there's been times in videos of these where you can hear him, but my youngest, because he wants to drown out all the noise, started putting his headphones on. So he'll just plug into his laptop and he'll just put on tunes or his game, because he don't want to hear it. My two boys do not want to be in their own house because it's loud. You know? They want peace and quiet too, and I know how they feel. That's why my dream is a fortress. Just our fort, was it Hull? Yeah, never gonna happen. Or a cabin in the middle of the woods. I was just trying to get some bits done today, and it was just so loud on the one time that I was almost guaranteed to get peace and quiet. But this is why I say to people, you can't get aggro because there are just too many variables. You cannot control everything, so in a lot of cases, you're just gonna have to roll with it. I can't control what my neighbours do as much as they can't really control what I do. It's just common courtesy and respect. But I just don't think people realise how much can be heard. Really don't. It's another reason why I have so many different pairs of headphones. I've been in a house with auditory issues for the longest time. Like, okay, I like listening to satanic black metal. Christian black metal's pretty good. That's white metal, isn't it? And nihilist black metal. Love it. All treble, mids through the fucking wazoo, pushed up to the top end, no bass, screaming, sounds like it was been recorded by a Fisher-Price My First tape deck. Absolutely love it. No fucker else wants to hear it. I've got headphones. Plays on the mind. Understand how much your environment will play on your ability to process. You wouldn't believe how much a noisy environment can really screw with you. How much it can screw with other people. So maybe, if you're one of the noisy ones, just think about it a little bit and take a step back. I can't even stand to wear my open back headphones. I have a couple of decent pairs of open back headphones, and I don't like wearing them that much because if there's anyone else in the house, they get to hear what I'm listening to. Not immediately, like, you know, my boys in the other room, unless I've got like ear splitting loud, they ain't necessarily going to hear what I'm playing. I thought it was basically having a big old pair of speakers attached to your head, and not so much my neighbours, but other people who, they don't need to hear it, so I don't wear them. And I don't want the environment to come in when I'm trying to, you know, enjoy my sounds, enjoy my groove. I mean, sitting there listening to, you know, oh hey man, I'm just gonna listen to some classical today because I'm such a fucking posh motherfucker, and then you hear screaming, shouting, smashing, my kids playing fucking Fortnite or whatever it is that kids play these days. You're like, God fucking damn it. But there's nowhere in this house you can go that is isolated from the noise. There just ain't. Sad, really. And I've had noise complaints from the opposite end of my garden. So, and I'm not a particularly loud guy, other than when I scream, ah, God damn it, you cunt. When I get wrecked in something. Or the occasional woo. 1 second. Woo, when we get a W. That's... yeah, I don't think I made that particularly clear. I don't think that came across all that well. I'm not trying to say that people are assholes, just... all I wanted today was some peace and fucking quiet. It's all I ever want. It's one of the things I crave. It's like Brondo. It's got what plants crave. Well, a fucking silent house has got what I crave. But it's not always in my control. Which is why I often tend to stay up until stupid o'clock in the morning to fit in what I want to do around other people so that I'm not being an inconvenience. But it's exhausting. Hope you're well. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. There used to be a time when I'd edit out a load of noise from stuff like this. I know this isn't a problem exclusive to me. Anyone that lives in a flat and makes videos or does audio stuff, they have to deal with neighbour noise too, but